Hey guys and girls, it's Blackjack with 396 Guitars. We have the Charvel back on the bench today. We're finishing up the setup on it after doing the full, the full thing on it. We cleaned it, we polished the frets. We got after a problem and an issue in the trem block area. We're going to go over that. I'll show you what we did, where we got to, and what's coming up next. Remember, if you dig what I'm doing, like and subscribe. So, beautiful little instrument. It's got a locking nut. It's got a Floyd Rose on it. We cleaned the guitar. We polished the frets, cleaned them and polished them really well, oiled the board, restrung it. He put 10s on it, really nice strings, and I think that they had more tension than the strings were on there. Even though the other ones were 10s, it had more tension. I was getting a lot of bridge lift back here. Which took some pretty serious adjustment, and this one kind of put me through my paces, I'll be honest with you, mainly because of that little block right there. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but there's a stop block right there, and the reason the customer wanted that in there, and when I found it, I've seen it before, I've heard of it, I know it's a thing, but he palm mutes a lot, and he said it was pushing down. He was basically pushing the guitar out of tune because he's got a heavy palm. You'd really have to be pushing down on the back side of it, but I went with the customer's wishes. I put the wood block back in and left out the rubber floppy one. I actually glued that one in properly and positioned it right in the middle so that it will stop it. You can only go up. In other words, go flat. You can't go back or lift up on it and go sharp. As per customer request, we cleaned up the three-way switch, which was loaded with green tarnish and goop in there. Now it's working perfectly. Really got some snap to it. We're tuning it, and then we're going to measure and make sure that the setup is good. It should be dead and spot on, but you never know. I got the bridge exactly where I like it, and the strings are settling nicely. It's been sitting overnight. 2 nights actually, and I've been tuning it on and off throughout yesterday and today. Now he says he doesn't use the whammy that much. It's not something that it's not really his style, but I'm making it so that it works. And we are dead on stable. I like that. Intonation is perfectly acceptable. Very, very nice, actually. I want to check the neck relief. I'm going to guess that we got a little bit more neck relief with the extra tension from these strings. I did lube this, and it does work a little better. I was hesitant to take the neck off and adjust the truss rod on this. And I'm glad I didn't, because it is right where I would like it. I was right. These strings definitely, even though 10s to 10s, these strings have more tension than the ones that came off of it. I leave these loose until the strings have completely settled. Customer can tighten those down and go down to fine tuning here after a week or so. Snug those up, and they just need to be snug. They don't need to be super tight. You follow? Let us check string height. pretty much this guitar is done and ready to go back home. That's a little tall. I'm going to leave the treble side, but I think we need to adjust our bass side down slightly. Yeah. Give it about a half a turn. And that is perfect. So 5/64 and just over 4/64 on the treble side. I like that. Can you go lower? Yeah, you can go wherever you want with it. You can go wherever you want with it. That's where I'm setting it. Everybody's different. Are you going to behave? Yup. I think we're going to call this girl done and ready to go make music. Get my stuff out of the way here, see if we can't get a little bit of Seymour out of it. Oh yeah. It's got nice Seymour Duncans in it and they're hot. Staying in tune beautifully. Really quite a nice little guitar. Goes right back into tune. Everything is set there perfectly. I like that I have, you know, that levelness on the bridge, even though it's not traditionally truly a floating bridge because it has a stop on it so that you can't go backwards. Whatever. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And the guitar plays like butter. Of course, I got my fingerprints all over it because it's black. Black is beautiful until you get your fingerprints all over it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's a beauty. And it's ready to go back. We're going to call this one. Kind of was a little harrowing at first because it was really giving me some unstable tuning. And it was because of that. And it took me a second try to get it down level. I was getting a lot of bridge lift, and I wasn't going to give it back like that. It's improper. So I had to put more. There's actually quite a bit of spring tension on it, but it doesn't go down. It goes up, but we're going to leave it like that, and it works beautifully. Charvel with a Floyd Rose. We're done. Thanks for hanging in there. I appreciate all your support. If you dig what I'm doing, like and subscribe. We'll talk soon.